What is up, YouTube? M40. We have more deck list that everybody seems to know and love. So, the first list that we have here is from Gabriel. I actually reached out to me. He got first place out of 140 people at the Mexico Regional. Now, this is with Pure Thunder, by the way. So once again, we go across table now. We come out of the UDS. We're like, wow, no Thunder in Top Cut. Indy had one in 10th place out of 500 players. We come here to this event. This one won this event. So, do we have a stable tier list? I don't know, but here is Gabriel's list for everybody. So we have one copy of Chaos Dragon Lavender, two copies of Thunder Dragon Duo, triple copies of Thunder Dragon Roar, two copies of Dragonhawk, one Scythe, triple copies of Thunder Dragon, triple copies of Thunder Dragon Dark, triple copies of the Aloof Lupine, and one copy of Luna, the Dark Spirit. This is the one that can't be normal summoned or set. You have to special summon it from your hand by banishing one dark monster from your graveyard, and then during your standby phase you can inflict 500 to your opponent. The thing we care about here is this makes easier comboing with the Cross Sheep, more level 4s and things, so you can make the Dweller at the end of your combo. It's pretty good. Then we have two copies of Battery Man Solar, triple copies of Ash Blossom, and only two copies of the Thunder Dragon Matrix. Matrix is still a good card, but the issue we kind of run into with this is it's not as good. Basically, playing three copies, you just kind of lead into the one dead draw. And I mean, the issue here is we don't have Colossus to just summon this step into it, so it's a little bit slower. And triple copies of Lord Darkness, triple copies of Instant Fusion, one Pot of Desires, two Mind Control, one Gold Sarcophagus, triple copies of Thunder Dragon Fusion, and triple copies of Artifact Sanctum. Definitely pulling major pages out of the Indianapolis book. The Sanctums. Only one Scythe, though, catches me a little bit off guard, but I get it. If you see it, it's fine. Next up, we have one Link Kribo, one Cross Sheep, one IP Masquerena, one Summer Summoner, one Nightmare Phoenix, one copy of the Unicorn, one Appaloosie, one Boral Sword, one Borlode, one Abyss Dweller, one Thousand Eyes Restrict, one Kaminari Attack, and triple copies of Titan, because, we're Titan control. Side deck here, we have two Nibiru, triple Dimension Shifter. The Indianapolis list had these mained. We've long since kicked these to the side. I get it. It's both good and bad, and I get why we pushed it to the side for this. One Dark Ruler No More, triple Twin Twister, triple Evenly Matched, two Rivalry of Warlords, and one copy of the Red Reboot, wrapping up Mr. Gabriel Gurena's list. I do like this quite a lot. It's always had a little place in my heart. Like, I've always wanted to mess around with it. Just, you're still Titan control. Just remember that. Like, all of your game plan revolves around this guy. Next up, we have Machina Orcust. Now, this was particularly interesting. This got second place at the Frejus Regional. It was piloted by Clement Erdinger. Now, I do want to point out here that 100 attack, 500 attack, machine duplication, target one machine monster, special summon up to two monsters, your deck with the same name as that monster. By the way, fresh support here. Just start kicking these out, making zero Boral Sword, all that fun stuff. A little bit easier for this deck. So, Machine Dupe Orkest. So we have one Gizmek, triple copies of the World Wando, also machine dupeable. It's kind of hilarious to me, actually. Two Machina Fortress. This gives you an outlet to drop the bad cards when you draw them, and I do like this quite a lot. Triple copies of Phantasme, triple copies of Orkest Nightmare, one Dark Greffer, one Armageddonite, triple copies of Symbol Skeleton, one Silent Boots, and triple copies of the Brass Bombard. Spells, triple Lord Darkness for that turbo draw power, one for one, two Orkest Straight Return, one Rhoda, one Sacred Sword of 7 stars, just gives us outs for the bad cards when we draw them. Triple copies of Machine Duplication, one Monster Reborn, one Ring of Magic Quick Launch, triple Call by the Grave, one DDR, one Babel, and one copy of Crescendo. We've definitely noticed that lowering your ratios on playing Crescendo looks like right now 1 is the way to go. Down here in the extra deck, we have one Link Kuriboh, one IP Masquerena, 2 Galtea, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Longrisu, 1 Chisbania, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Zero Boros, 1 Red Ice Flare Metal, 2 copies of Dingrisu, 1 VFD, and 1 copy of the Borreload Savage Dragon himself. Side deck here, a triple Nibiru, 1 Dark Kaiju, 1 Pankratops, triple Drone Lockbird, triple Lightning Storm, 2 Dark Willow No More, and 2 copies of Twin Twister, wrapping up Clement or Dinger's list for everybody. I do like this. The new spin on machine duplication abuse, by the way, in Orkest. Can't believe we haven't seen this one yet. Next up, we have a hero list. This came from Diego Nino. This was a UDS qualifier in Buganama, I believe. This ended up winning his event. And I wanted to just showcase this because everybody loves heroes. Like, I know you don't get a lot of room to mess around with your ratios in this deck because you got like a solid 38 cards locked in. I guess you can start messing around with the ratios, like, for example, 2 Fusion Destiny. But once you're in that wiggle room, you're kind of hurting consistency at that point, I feel. So, we have 1 copy of Destiny Hero Plasma, 1 Honest Neos, triple copies of Malicious, triple copies of Faris, 1 Dynatag, 1 Adjusted Gold, 2 copies of Stratos, 1 Celestial, 1 Liquid Soldier, 1 copy of Solid Soldier, 2 Shadow Mist, 2 Vion, 2 copies of Increase, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 copies of Droll and Lockbird, wrapping up our monster lineup here. So, pretty much locked in this deck. Does strongly look like it can go first or second, taking in the dual Droll and Lockbirds and the triple Ash Blossom spells. We have triple Emergency Call, 1 copy of A Hero Lives, 1 Dark Calling, 1 Poly, 1 Rhoda, 1 Miracle Fusion, 2 copies of Fusion Destiny, triple copies of Mass Change, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 2 Twin Twisters, and 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra deck, we have 2 copies of Cross Crusader, 1 copy of Wonder Driver, 1 Dread Decimator. Then we have the 1 Dangerous Guy. I know a lot of people are back and forth on whether or not to play Dangerous Guy. I do see the advantage to wanting to play both, or to play this or not to play it. Works both ways. We have 1 Blast. That's kind of interesting. 2 copies of Dark Law, 1 Sunrise, 1 Trinity, 1 Absolute Zero, 1 Acid, 1 Anki, 1 Dystopia, and 1 copy of Malicious Bane, wrapping up our extra deck here. So I think we have 2 Nibiru, triple Lancia, 1 Starving Venom, 1 Dragostopelio, triple copies of Dark Ruler No More, 1 Twin Twister, triple copies of Super Polymerization, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up Diego's UDS qualifier list. Definitely a little bit more interesting pace for this. Like I said, 2 Fusion Destiny, not that big of a ratio change. I get what we're going for. It's choice of consistency at this point. And last but not least, we have a True King list here. This ended up winning this got second place, I believe, at this event. Which, okay, I mean, it's Dinosaurs, man. Like, there's not much to say about this. Like, Scott Page did it. This got second place out of Italy, so not bad. So we have 2 copies of Ultimate Conductor, triple copies of Agmizon, 1 copy of Listogasm, the Disaster, 2 Doggeron, 1 Pankratops, 1 Giant Rex, triple copies of Miscellaneous Ceresaurus, triple Oviraptor, triple Baby Ceresaurus, 1 copy of Pterodon, and 1 copy of Elio. We have 1 Raigeki, 1 Lightning Storm, triple copies of Fossil Dig, triple Extrav, 1 Dark Ruler No More, which is interesting, 1 Terraforming, 1 Set Rotation, 1 Dragonic Diagram, triple Lost World, and 1 Mystic Mine, with triple copies of Evenly Matched, so you don't lose to those pesky back row decks. We have 1 Pentastag for the Abuse for Ultimate Conductor, 2 copies of Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Dolka, 2 Logia, triple VFD, and triple copies of Trishula. This list looks horrifyingly close to what Scott Page was playing. We have 1 Artifact Scythe, triple Lancia, 2 Mind Control, 1 Dark Ruler No More, 2 Mystic Mine, triple copies of Artifact Sanctum, 2 copies of Different Dimension Ground, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up Fabio's deck list for everybody. So, a nice little snapshot of what's going on in the metagame right now. you guys think about these lists. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about them. And we'll duelist. I'm out. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.